All right, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house shall is blessing all day. By His mercies, we are consumed by alive in the Most High in your house shall's body until we're naturally alive. And yeah, man, we want to get into this again, man, because man, this is one is important, like that honestly that we trust in Most High in your house shall at all times, and also too, man, not be just something for me personally. I got like me not weary of well doing, man. Honestly, man, because just realize that, man, too, because something I'm kind of going through now, but it's all good. But man, this honestly, this not weary. This honestly is keeping the faith in Most High and House and all that stuff, man. But yesterday, I want to get into this though, man. But yesterday, on the morning prayers, man, I listened to it was this kind of goes into how really again like believing in the word, believing in Most High Yahusha, man. Like Hebrews 11:1 says, faith is of the unseen, man, and because yesterday in morning prayers, morning it was 2 Corinthians 5:7. We walk by faith and not sight, man. But just like we mentioned like a few days ago or last week. I think a few days ago. No, it was probably last week. How I was watching the movie Signs last week with M Night Shyamalan, and after Signs he kind of fell off a little bit. Honestly, I mean he kind of got back on track in these recent years, but yeah, with his movies, and he's a classic example of like we always say, trying to get too deep and things of that nature. What Sirach says, search not out things too hard for thee, because everything's applied to us. He's had to be like tries to get too deep, man. That's why it goes into being simple is like greatness and simplicity, honestly. But that's another story for another day. I mean, that's more for the movie channel, but it was signs with Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix and things of that nature. But we talked about that before, man. But really, because in the movie, it's kind of like Proverbs 19:3. Like his wife dies and he blames the Most High house. He blames God honestly for that. And but then later on he believes honestly. But kind of hence the movie is called Signs, and we know what Yahweh said. Signs is for it's for unbelievers, man. But that's why I forgot what the term is, man. Because let's get 2 Corinthians real quick. Because when words had the same letters in it, and they kind of are broaching the same type of point. But I forgot that term. It's a term that's called it's kind of interchangeable. Because I always said this. I remember the comedian Maranzio Vance. He's from Carolina, a great comedian. He's not as well known, honestly, but I used to listen to his podcast, man. But it was called Just Killing Time years ago. But he used to say, man, fake and fame had the same words in it, man, because it's all like that. It's all the same thing. He said fame and fake. They're like, fame is fake, honestly, man, because that's why they have the same words in it, man. And also, too, man, and I want to say this with sight and signs, honestly, man, because signs and wonders are for believers. He said we walk not by sight, man. But let's get there real quick, man, because we're gonna get to Second Corinthians, man, because I forgot the term what it means, man, but it's kind of broaching the same point. Let's get 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7, man. And it reads 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7. It says, for we walk by faith and not by sight. See? Yeah, because real faith is of the unseen. Let's go to Hebrews 11 real quick. Hebrews 11, in verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. Living according to the promises, the hope and the expectation, honestly, for the reward, hope for. And for the evidence of things not seen. Exactly, man. Exactly, and that's that hope. Honestly, the hope. That's why Paul said in Romans 10:1. I hope it's my hope and desire that all Israel be saved. Even though it's not going to happen, but that all of our people get the promises, man. That's why we have to believe on the Most High house, as the scriptures saith, man. And how do we do that? Through the gospel, the witness, the testimony, His new covenant, man. That's the only way, honestly, man. Because once you realize that He's all throughout the book, you can even naturally in the world, right? We trust on consistent people that are consistent. We can put their trust in them, honestly. But how much more the Heavenly Father and the Son, man? So let's read this again. It says, now faith is a substance of the things hoped for the evidence of things not seen. Yep. So yeah, let's get to 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7. It says, For we walk by faith, not by sight. Yep. So let's get to John chapter 4 real quick. John chapter 4, verse 48. It says, yep. Then Yahushua said unto him, unless you see signs and wonders, you by no means believe. Exactly, man. The signs and wonders isn't like, it's for unbelievers, man. That's why when it was Egypt, man, we were, that's why, it's the perfect example. You could even do, you know what? That's why even the clip, I was watching the clip a while back with Mike Epps. He said, man, you could do so much for somebody and it still won't be enough, honestly. Because listen, and here's the thing with this word, man, you could give everybody, every precept, this and that, but it's up to the Most High Yahushua and that person to have the heart to believe, honestly, the mind to believe, honestly. Because what did he say to Ezekiel, man? No, let's just get that in Ezekiel real quick, man. Because they're not going to listen, they're not listening to me, so they damn sure not going to listen to you. So, because listen, then in Egypt with our forefathers, our ancestors, he showed us signs and wonders and they still didn't believe. So, but this work is the wonder. This word, this word is the, like, Yahushua was a miracle, was the word, it was the wonder, man. He was a sign, but, that's just what it is. Let's get Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 7. But the house of Israel will not listen to you because they will not listen to me. Exactly. So that's why Yahushua, for the house of Israel are impudent and hard-headed. Yeah, exactly, man. So listen, man, the people not gonna because like what the Yahushua said, they hate the one that sent him, man, honestly, man, because even those that rebelled against, like Moses in the wilderness, our forefathers, our ancestors then, they was rebelling against the Most High Yahushua. Moses was just a mouthpiece, the intermediary, just like Yahushua. Like, they did both with Yahushua when he was on the scene, man. So it's just is what it is with that, man. So, yeah, man, that's just, honestly, man, because that's why I said we walk by sight and not by we walk by faith and not by sight, man. Because sight and signs they had the same amount of letters in it. Honestly, well, no, they don't. No, they don't. No, yeah, signs, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do SING, yeah, they do have honestly, but. Yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. But sights and signs, man. No, we walk by faith. Faith is of the unseen, man. So, yeah, man, that's just is what it is right there, man. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to make this point, man. We just want to talk about this, man, because, yeah, man, after watching that movie again last week, then, really, realizing how signs and, because, this too, the word isn't, the simplicity of the Most High Yahushua isn't good enough for most, honestly. It has to be, I'm glad we're talking about this, man, because I was talking about this with one of my homies yesterday, man, at my program, and he was talking about how modern movies, man, it's like what's missing, honestly, is the simplicity. And I was thinking about the word, honestly, too, man, because he was just going into, like we was talking about this, man, they just trying to do stuff to please the audience, all this fantastical stuff like this and that over the top stuff, man. Really, it's simplicity that's key. Even me and my other homie, man, my homie that we talk about all the time. That's the problem with even modern day sports, honestly, with the analytics. It's points. There's nothing wrong with high scoring offenses and high scoring games, but it's just a lack of balance, honestly, man, because it has to be offense and defense, man. Just a balance of the two, man. So that's just what it is. But when you're trying to do analytics and all these stats, stuff like that, yeah, man, it's trying to get too fantastical and deep, man. This is really simplicity. That's why Wisdom of Solomon says what, man? Seek the Most High Yahushua, but how much more in the walk? That's why Wisdom of Solomon says what? In the first chapter says, well, seek the Most High Yahushua with simplicity of the heart, man. No, let's go back to 2 Corinthians real quick, man, to this point. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4, it says, for if he comes who preaches another Yahushua whom he preached not, wait, is this it? I don't think. Where's the simplicity of, I think it's, okay, it might not say it in here. Okay. No, yeah, it is. Okay, 2 Corinthians 11, verse 3. I'm sorry, I was thinking about the wrong verse. But I fear, lest somehow as the serpent deceived Eve by his craftiness, so your minds will be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Mashiach or Christ. Yeah, man. It's all about the simplicity, man. So, yeah, man. Hopefully it's edifying, man. So much love to your brothers and sisters, man. So peace.